Sigh of relief. Semester of literal hell. Hey guys, welcome back to Awesomeness. Sabrina here, and I'm going to be talking about why university is a scam. So just to clarify, I am in university and I will continue to finish my degree in university, but I wanted to shed some light on things that I believe are wrong with how university is viewed in society. So the first thing is that you grow up believing you have to go to university or you're going to have a terrible life, you're never going to make money, you're going to have to work 3 jobs, and that you will be unhappy. Obviously that is an outright lie because some people have created jobs based on their likes and how they want to live their life, and you'll probably be like, yeah, but that's like a 1 in a million. But really it's not. You can find what you love and do what you want. I don't all have an idea, I have no idea, like I wouldn't even know what to come up with. But there are, like, I could choose so many different paths not involving university that would still get me pretty good money and a happy lifestyle. The second thing that pisses me off about university is how you have to decide at such a young age what you want to do with the rest of your life. There's so much pressure on you, you're 16, you don't know what is even out there. I mean, I'm still learning about jobs that I didn't even know existed, and they sound much more interesting than the ones that I thought of. Like, when you grow up, you just hear of the typical jobs everyone has, but there's so many interesting jobs out there that they should have a website or something dedicated to, like, jobs that people never knew existed, but that you can get. Or some shit like that. Probably is. Don't quote me on that. And then when you finally apply to all your schools and you get accepted and you're all excited, people are like, oh, you're going there? Like, they don't even take that degree seriously. Like, they're not going to look at your school with any credibility. Like, a school is a school, a degree is a degree. The degree shouldn't matter where you're coming from. Like, I put all the work into it. You put the same amount of work into it. Why does it matter where I came from? The points that everyone will agree on is tuition. Tuition is on the rise and is not stopping. And basically, it's a money scam. There's no reason that they have to be charging us this much to go to class. It's $700 for a lecture just for the prof to stand there and tell me about stuff that he's been talking about for 15 years and hasn't even changed his slides. The times have changed, that drug isn't even on market anymore, but keep telling me about it, please. I'm very interested. Don't even get me started on textbooks. I hate how we're forced to take electives. Like, I don't want to take a history class. I came here for sciences. I get that you're like trying to widen my perspective or whatever, and taking history class is going to help me somehow and see the world in different ways. But literally, I just want science. I just want to get out, finish my degree. If I want to learn about sciences or history, I can watch the History Channel and culture myself. Thank you. So even when you're in university, it's a constant competition. And I'm not talking about grades, I'm talking about building up your resume. So who can volunteer the most, who can find work related to their field, who can have a hobby. Like, I know applying to medical schools, they want you to have the highest GPA, they want you to have X amount of volunteer hours, and they want you to have a job, and, well, not necessarily, but some do, and they want you to have a hobby, so something that you can actually passionately talk about. Yet, I have to do all of these things, and you want me to be passionate about something? I'm sorry, at this point, I'm passionate about sleep. Another thing is how university doesn't teach you about the real world. There are so many people in there that are just completely blinded and can't see anything else. They're just like, I'm gonna get out of university and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have a job, blah blah blah, and they have no idea about what the real world is actually like. They've never had to try to get anything in life. Everything was handed to them. There's a point where that's gonna stop and you won't know how to do anything, and university didn't prepare you for that. There's also people out there that don't realize how society works. I really don't know how they made it this far, or how they have friends. And all that being said, 1 in 5, well, about 1 in 5, I don't have specific stats, that get a degree will end up unemployed because they were missing something else, or there's just simply not enough jobs out there. Yet, it's still required that people get a degree for specific jobs. And I think, yeah, obviously I want my doctor, my lawyer to obviously go to school and get an education, but there's jobs out there that really don't require a degree. Why do people at the bank need an undergrad degree? You can train me a week, or I can like do an apprenticeship and shadow someone and I can learn that and tell you. But instead I have to waste 4 years in school and 4 years of tuition on something that really isn't required. You just gave me pointless courses that I learned in my grade 10 when I did accounting for student government. Seriously. I just want them to reevaluate the importance of post-secondary education, why it's really required, what it's required for, and how it defines who you are. I could be qualified for a job based on real-life experiences and knowing hard facts, yet someone who went to school and knows nothing about the real world and doesn't know anything on that particular subject will get the job. Yeah. Seriously? We don't need no education.